PSM, end of summer days. My name is Chris. It is great to see everybody. And I just wanted to reach out today to, first of all, say it was absolutely fantastic to see everybody show up for our youth small groups and connections time on Sunday morning. That was just awesome to see everybody show up and come out, our volunteers, our students, getting to see some of the parents out again and into the worship service that comes afterwards. That was awesome too. I want to remind everybody that we do have a worship type of experience on Sunday evenings with our youth. It's at 5 p.m. We had a good turnout for that. I'd like to see more, of course. I also want to remind everybody that what we're doing right now is this is our youth ministry beta testing. You know how our church we're doing beta tests as far as to kind of figure out the logistics and all of the coordination pertaining to our Sunday worship times and our services. That's what we're doing. We're just trying to figure it out. We're spot checking. We're doing a little chemistry here. We're seeing what works and what doesn't, and obviously we will go with the things that do work. So in doing so, we just ask that you just cooperate with us and maybe just try something out. I encourage you to, at least if you have a preference of Sunday morning, Sunday evening, try one of those out. If you have a preference in trying them both out, take the opportunity to do so. They're both in a different identity altogether, because Sunday mornings is kind of focused more towards connection and small groups, and then Sunday evening you have like a worship style experience that kind of involves some of the elements of tune-ups. You know, we have some games and whatever, but you know, at this moment we are limited on what we can do. Obviously, if you've showed up Sunday, you know that we are not playing any kind of contact games. Same thing as, you know, with anything that we do, we have to be really cautious and secure and safe about all that stuff. So though it does look a little different and feel a little different, the connection is still there. So whether you want to come to Sunday morning, whether you want to come to Sunday evening, just keep in mind, we are dipping and dabbing. We have no idea what's going to stick, but we encourage you to be along with us for the beta testing of our youth ministry programming. It'll be fun no matter what, and it is an opportunity to connect. And I also want to encourage families to check out Passion Parents Connect group. It's a small group that a lot of parents from our Passion Student Ministries have been in and have been active in for a number of years now. I want to say almost 4 years it's been going on now. But it's an opportunity to, first of all, engage into a small group. Second of all, when you're in that small group and you're in, I guess their studies or their gatherings or whatever, they focus on what we're talking about with your student. So let's just say, like right now, for example, we just started this past Sunday talking about families, because we get enough families in our time, especially during this time of quarantine and isolation and summertime, of course, no school, and we're getting back into the transition of somewhat social normalcy, and school, of course, coming in and activities coming in. So family is trying to transition with it, and we've been stuck with family for a while now. And whether you consider your family to be perfect, dysfunctional, one thing I can tell you is that your family is unique. Just as much as you are a unique person, your family is unique as well. And that's what we're discussing. We're talking about how we can get through it. This past Sunday, we talked about how faith and family kind of work together. And a lot of people just don't see that. A lot of people come from different dynamics of faith and family. You know, you might be growing up in a family where your parents are making you go to church and you kind of feel like church is some sort of punishment. Then again, you might be that student who goes to church because they love that interaction with the youth. They have found a journey with God, but their parents want nothing to do with church. It doesn't matter. You can still put faith and family together. And that's what we talked about this past Sunday. And we talked about how you are in your family too as a student. You could be like a mediator. You could be the avoider in the family. You could be the instigator in a family. You could be the smart one in the family that everybody goes to. You could be the comedic one in the family, the joker in the family who everybody relies on to kind of break the thickness of the air, you know, with a joke or some sort of clever statement. Doesn't matter. You know, the list could go on and on and on about your role in your family, but the role in your family is pretty important, whether you know it or not. And that's what we talked about. And see, Passion Parents, for example, would take that and talk about it as parents while we talk about it as students. And then you guys kind of do your thing. You know, you have conversation. You talk about the points, the tension, the maybe the biblical dynamics of it, and then you go into application on how you are going to walk out of that conversation with your small group, being Passion Parents or as students, and bring it back into your personal life or your family life. So, a lot of good things we're talking about. A lot of great just conversations we're going to have in the coming weeks. Again, I do want to tell you that we are considering this all to be beta testing, and you know, the way we're doing things now could look completely different in a month. Who knows? But I'm asking for your patience. I'm asking for your flexibility. But know, always know, that the doors will be open to Passion Student Ministries somehow, some way for your student to be connected into youth ministry. Absolutely, always, 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 always. You know what though? I will tell you this. One of the things we talked about this past Sunday and talking about family and faith is that how we can be more like Jesus. And I know we hear that a lot. You know, our calling in life as churchgoers, as disciples of Christ, is to be more like Jesus. We always hear that. And it's almost like a churchy cliche. You know, we gotta be more like Christ, you know? And that kind of puts a lot of heavy, overwhelming, intimidating weight on our shoulders, because you're like, what am I supposed to do? Am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? I gotta be more like Jesus. What would Jesus do? Simple. Simple, simple, simple. And this is the way we broke it down on Sunday evening in our worship experience. It's simple. Love. Love, love, love. We have always gone to that great verse in Corinthians that Paul wrote as sort of a marriage verse. You know, it's that verse you always hear at weddings or engagement parties or whatever. But it really, it kind of goes along with the complicated family life. Okay? And all of our families are complicated. I don't care who you are. We're complicated. And we're also broken and dysfunctional. I don't care how you perceive your family to be. It might be, in your eyes, perfect, but I'm here to tell you, even perfect has dysfunction, okay? So, I go back to that verse because I'm thinking to myself, if you put aside the fact that it's just like one of those marriage verses and those romantic verses and apply it to family, listen to it and listen to how it sounds. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. So my question to you, as a person, as a member of the family, father, mother, sister, brother, son, daughter, doesn't matter. My question to you, when it comes to faith and your family, what matters most? Love. Where can you do better with love in your family? Is it kindness? Is it patience? Is it being well-tempered, slow to anger? Could mean a lot of things. Wherever that is, that you kind of feel like, man, I could be something a little bit better for my family and for my faith. Try it out. Work on it. And I encourage you to pray about it. It's family. And faith and family do work together. So just imagine if your faith could actually grow because of your family. Something to think about. Anyways, I hope to see you this week in the garage, 9:30 for our small groups and connection. And of course, our worship experience in the garage at 5 p.m. Come to both, come to one or the other, just come, all right? Be safe, be smart, be of God.